All right, it's the boy, comedian Edwin Douglas, and you are on Uheardme1st radio talk show. That's right. We're on iheart-radio, Spotify.com, as well as Spreaker. That's right. We have a great episode for you guys today, tomorrow, and we're always on demand. So let me bring in my co-host, the one and only, the Boudin Man. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, Brother Douglas. Glad to be on your show tonight.
Okay. And so how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was wonderful. I'm still full right today.
Okay. And let's not forget our DJ sidekick, Uncle Ben. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great episode. And before we bring in our guest, let me introduce you who our special guest is. Dallas County Criminal Court from 5, the one and only Honorable Judge Lisa Green. How you doing, Your Honor?
Hi, I'm doing awesome.
Great. I had to do that because I don't know if you had a great day, wonderful day, and
yeah.
probably brought work home.
Yes, I had a very, very good day, and it's been busy, coming back from Thanksgiving.
Okay, great. Let's do this. Before you came out of high school, what was the first thing you say that when I get out of school, I am going to become a what?
A lawyer.
Okay, so you knew that, huh?
I knew it. I mean, that's what everyone, my family members and everyone who knew me when I was much younger, I always said I wanted to be a lawyer. Before I graduated from high school, I already knew. But before that, when I was like in junior high, I would kind of go back and forth. I thought I was going to be a doctor, but I quickly discovered, no, I want to be a lawyer. And I stuck to it, basically. Never deviated once I got into high school. So that's why I ended up going through law school.
And you're doing a wonderful job. I don't think you remember, I believe it was like 2014, 2015, and you were really serving the community, not only getting people to vote for you, but you are pretty strong serving the community, and you're a firm believer, and I've watched you over the years. I'm one of those guys, I see people, I connect with them on social media, but I don't forget.
Right.
And you and some other ladies are doing a wonderful job. Tell us about the Green Yard program.
Sure. The Green Yard program is a program in Green Yard. I'll tell you, the YARD is an acronym that stands for Young Adult Redirection and Diversion. And it is a program that is 6 months long. It's a program I created for my court, and now it's been extended to other courts as well for first-time young offenders between the ages of 17 to 25. And the program is a 6-month-long program where my participants meet every first and third Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. And, in fact, I had a session today. And the program is free of charge. And the program involves participants coming in. They do their community service, so they're allowed to give back to the community. We also have life skills training where I have various speakers come in and speak to them on topics that are relevant to them, like financial literacy, resume writing, interviewing skills, etiquette, anything that pertains to them that can make them a better version of themselves when they leave, because I don't want them to be the same person when they leave from my program and they graduate. And then I also have a mentor, a professional mentor that works with the program as well. And one of the other requirements I have for the program is that they remain drug-free. So we do random urinalysis testing to make sure that they stay clean. And at the end of the program, when they are successfully completed, then what happens is we have a graduation. and it's a real graduation. They're in caps and gowns, and we have cake, we have punch, we have balloons, we have music, we have all the family members or friends, anyone who wants to come and celebrate them, they're welcome to come. And we basically make sure that they understand this is a big deal, because it's not easy to complete a 6-month program, and have that commitment, especially for a young person. And so what also happens is they receive a certificate of completion. They also get a medal of honor. They receive a dismissal of their case by the district attorney's office. And they also receive an expungement from their record, which is free of charge, where their record is wiped completely clean. And so the program has been going on. It started in 2016, and so we're still going strong, and I'm very proud of it, because it is something where I knew it was a need in the court. And I see so many young people, and I don't think they should have to pay later in the future or be held back because of a mistake that they made, when they're much younger.
So it sounds like to me it's a second chance?
It's a second chance program. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess what I'm about to ask you, so if any program that can benefit to change their lives is welcome into the program, correct?
If the person has a criminal charge out of my court or any of the other misdemeanor courts, because the other courts, they can transfer someone into my court if they qualify for the program. And qualification basically means that they're between the ages of 17 to 25, and they don't have any other criminal convictions on their record. And so it is a second chance program for sure, and that would mean those who have criminal charges coming into the misdemeanor courts.
Okay, go ahead, Boudin.
Well, first of all, I got to take my hat off to Judge Green.
Thank you.
For to talk to a very positive black lady, and it makes me feel so good to talk to a positive black lady, Judge Green.
Thank you.
And how did you come up with this program? What made you want to do this for the kids?
Well, I already love working with young people. Okay, so like when I first started running, I already knew I wanted to work with the young people that come through the courts, and I'm so used to going out to the schools and speaking, when I'm invited for career day. But I knew coming into the misdemeanor court, I'm in the misdemeanor court, like this is under felony. So there's misdemeanor and then there's felony, where there are more serious charges involved and a whole lot more time that someone is facing in felony court. But the misdemeanor court is usually where it starts, for a first-timer. And so when I got on the bench, I was sworn in, I started on the bench, and I started seeing, and there were a lot of young ones coming through, a lot of first-timers. And, it's so easy for them to just say, you know what, it's a misdemeanor, it doesn't matter, let me take my time served, let me take a conviction. It doesn't, they don't really think about the consequences from taking even a misdemeanor conviction. And they just want to get it over with. They just don't, and I thought to myself, wow, this is not good, because my whole thing is, from the experience I've had through the criminal justice system, when someone takes a conviction the first time around, sometimes it becomes easier to take another one if they get in trouble again, and it can become a pattern, like a revolving door for them to come into contact with the criminal justice system. And I wanted to make sure, if I have those kids or young people coming into my court, that if they touch the criminal justice system, then I want to divert them out. And I want them coming back through. They should be, I think they should have a chance to redeem themselves and to learn and to grow and mature. And that way, once they do that through the program, then there's less of a chance that I'll see them again. So that's exactly why I came up with it. I actually, and it's a diversion program. So Green was added to it because of my last name, because they're like Greenyard. Well, it sounds like, okay, let's do Greenyard. Some people are like, hey, what is Greenyard? So they're going to come to the yard. It's the Greenyard here. So, but yeah, I really enjoy working with young people, and that's like what drives me to do what I do is my passion, and I learn from them too sometimes. So
wow,
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 they keep me going.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, I'm very happy to hear what you're saying, Judge Green.
Yes.
And I'm feeling that you have a good heart, and I'm glad to see that you're reaching out to our young kids, giving them a second chance, because what I found out, I deal with all kind of people all around the country. And some of the people that I socialize, they don't do it no more, but they was gangbangers.
Wow.
And when they told me what they told me, they say they grown now, but just when they was kids, they say our children today don't have no guidance.
Right.
And when they told me that, I never thought about that. And somebody need to give them some guidance to put them on the right road.
Yes. I agree.
And you doing that. And you doing that.
Thank you. I mean, I see so many young people, they come through and they have absolutely no idea of even how to dress for court. They don't know how to address me as a judge. And it's just because they haven't been taught. And some just don't have the guidance or even the parental support. And it's unfortunate. And so that's what I love about the program too, is because I know they're going to get some type of direction and where they are steered on the right path.
Good.
I just don't know, because if they know that, well, somebody believes in me and somebody wants to see me win and make it, just me investing my time and feeding into them like, you can do this, then that makes all the difference in the world to a young person. So
right.
Yeah. Well, Judge Green, myself and my co-host, we're putting together a platform to save our children by identifying their gift and talent that God has given them the day they were born. And we want people in corporate America to invest by helping turn the kids' lives around. And give us about 3 or 4 months. We should have everything together, and we'll be knocking on your door. We're excited about what we're putting together. And what you just said, it even made us more motivated. And I'm excited for you doing what you're doing. But it brought tears to my eyes as we were speaking, because it's confirmation that myself and my co-host going in the right direction, helping our young kids, saving their dreams and goals and giving them a second chance. Yes.
Yeah, because they're our future. They're our next generation. I mean, they have to have a chance. What's gonna happen to us? Like when the leaders coming up, they need to be prepared.
Yes. And that's it. And I believe it's going to take more than the court. It's going to take the church. It's going to take the community, fraternities, sororities. It's going to take all of us to come together and help monitor our children. I mean, kids that's going to school in DeSoto, Cedar Hill, wherever they go to school at, I believe every ministry, every communities should be supporting these schools, these kids, because it's already in bad shape, but it's our responsibility to help the community to get back on the right track. And you guys can't do it all by yourself.
Right.
Yes.
True.
So on this show here, we like for our guests to entertain our listener's spirit and soul by sharing a testimony. What made you become the person that you are today? What are some of the trials and tribulations in your lifetime that made you become the woman you are today?
Wow. Okay, that is that's a great question. Well, growing up, because I have to make sure people understand that no matter where I'm at today or someone else that they see as they've been successful and they're doing great, we all go through something in life.
Yes.
We all go through things, and we're not immune from life's challenges or difficulties that come around. And for me, I know I tell young people all the time, like, I didn't have both my parents. I just had my mother growing up. My father wasn't in my life. He wasn't around, and my mother was a single parent raising me. She was a teacher. And I said, but even then, I struggled with some things because of that. And I said, but even going further along in life, I said, I think a lot of my challenges came as I got older. And I said, by the time I got married, I said, I have 2 children. Mm-hmm. I have a son that is 11, and I have a daughter who's 14. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people know, and a lot of people don't know that my daughter was she was a fraternal twin, and she's actually a surviving twin because I lost her sister in utero while she was still inside of my belly. And I said, you guys, I know when I was pregnant with her and her sister, I went for a checkup. I went for my doctor's visit. It was for my 5th month. And I said I went, and they didn't let me leave because there were problems. And I said from then on, I went. They made me have take bed rest, where I stayed in the hospital for 2 months. And then when I lost one of the twins, I went into early labor at 28 weeks. So I was still in jeopardy of losing the other one as well. And so my daughter, she was born at 28 weeks. She was 2.9 pounds. She was so tiny that no one would understand the pain I went through with actually delivering a deceased baby and one that came out alive, crying. And it was like, all these emotions that I can imagine ever feeling. And I said, and even when I had to leave her, I said I couldn't take her home with me because she had to remain in NICU, the neonatal intensive care unit, for 2 months. And so I had to go visit her every day until she got bigger. And that was really tough. That was probably one of the toughest points I've ever gone through in life. Because it challenged me in so many ways, spiritually, mentally, physically, everything.
Wow.
And I said, and no one would know that the twin that I lost was big enough to be buried. So I had one that was alive, and I had to bury one. So me and my family went through so much during that time that I didn't realize at the time that anything that we go through prepares us because it's really our testimony, and it's to help other people who may go through the same situation in life, because I would never know that I would actually be of support to someone else later in the future who's gone through the same thing, or who's ever had a miscarriage or had to bury a baby. But I did also count my blessings later on And as I see her now, she's 14 years old, and she never had any problems. She never had to have any surgeries. She's just fine, and she's taller than me, you know.
Thank God. Thank God.
Thank God, yes. I mean, she truly is a miracle. And so it made me really count my blessings, because I was like, wow, you know, even when she was in NICU, I saw other babies who were bigger than her, who were on all kind of additional monitors, who were scheduled for heart surgery, who had problems. And here's my little bitty 2.9-pound baby who just needs to get bigger, you know. And she did, and we were able to take her home. And so to this day, I think that really did do something to me in terms of understanding that everything does happen for a reason. Only God will take us through everything that we go through, and He's not going to put on us more than we can bear. And I would never, some things we may not understand at the time, but as we go through life and as time goes on, then we understand it by and by. But I do realize everything that I go through, or even things that I see, I realize the blessings that God gives us and everything. And even, you know, when I became a public defender, because as a lawyer I practiced here in Dallas County's public defender's office. And I always told people, listen, I can complain all day about stuff, but the people that I represented when I was a public defender, if they were the ones, probably would wish they were in my shoes, because there are so many people that I would see or encounter that had so much more, you know, going on in life. And so I was like, how could I even complain about the little bit that I have going on when I see people who are homeless, hungry, who don't have nowhere to go, you know. And so things like that is what really molded me, I think, as I got older in life, and I started seeing, like, serious, like, really challenging events taking place that I either witnessed or that I've been through myself. And then, of course, I think the experiences I've had as a lawyer, as a public defender, also, I think, made me what I am today as a judge, because I know that in the position that I'm in, I can make a big difference. And I mean, I never wanted to be a judge and just say, okay, well, I'm on the bench and I just want to wear this black robe and I'm good. No, that's not what it's all about for me. And I know a lot of other judges are doing some great things too, and that's the way it should be. You should be able to pour back into the community and to help others with the position and the influence that you have. That's so important, in my opinion. But to make a change, you got to make a change. You got to see it through. So
after listening to you sharing the testimony, God was speaking to me. When you birthed your child, God was developing the greatness in you through the process to the promise. And as you were getting older, many have called, but only a few have chosen. You've been chosen. You already knew what you wanted to become when you got out of high school and got out of college. As I know that you and I are in the Divine Nine, you're AK and I'm a Kappa. To go through that, you've already been, you've been strengthened, your faith been strengthened. So as you were going through the process to the promise, you already knew what you were going to become, because God already gave you the vision. You've already called you, and now you see where you are. You're just not a woman with a robe. You are having a ministry that's been designed for you ever since God gave you the vision, and it's being approved. And now you have the opportunity with this program to save not only lives, but you're really saving souls, because that's what the devil wants for us to be, our mind to be corrupted and thinking that nobody doesn't care.
Yes.
So, yes. So I'm giving you my word. Give us about 3 or 4 months, and of course we're going to need your approval. And we want to do something to help the children turn their lives around. We have a gentleman that, because all kids, everybody want to make money, okay? And we want kids to know that your vision, your dream can come true.
Oh,
and with the program we're putting together, I think they will be interested in what we're going to present to you. But first, we have to get your approval. And just give us 3 or 4 months, and we'll definitely do that.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Well,
anything you want to, well, you really can't promote the court, but anything you want to say?
Well, I do encourage everyone to keep up with me on Facebook. I do have also some people are already keeping up with me on my personal page, Lisa Green, but I also have a Facebook page under Judge Lisa Green, so I post a lot about the program on there. And I'm also on Instagram under Judge Lisa Green, and also, so all the social media is under Judge Lisa Green. And my website is judgelisagreen.org. So if anybody wanted to kind of keep up with me in that way as well, they can do so. And here's one thing too. I have got to make sure people understand how so important it is to vote. And I'll always say this. They have got to make sure that they vote, and especially these elections that are coming up, and even when I'm up along with a lot of other judges in 2022, they have got to go down the ballot when they vote. It's no longer going to be straight ticket vote anymore.
Right.
No longer straight ticket. So you've got to know that you've got to make sure that, especially all of us that are lower down the ballot, like all the judges, all the benches are much lower down the ballot. And I know this is just another way and another attempt to disenfranchise people of color when it comes to voting. I know that's another way of doing it. But we cannot let our voices be taken away from us through the fact that there's no longer straight ticket voting. They have got to vote down the ballot. And we'll try to make sure, I know they're going to probably start hearing it a whole lot to make sure to vote down the ballot. They're probably going to have it ingrained in their head by the time we get to 2022. But it's so important to make sure that it's done. Local elections really do matter. It really does.
And it's funny you mentioned about the word vote. Myself and my support staff, we're going to be giving away T-shirts for those who go vote, especially our young people.
Right.
It's going to say, vote. You heard me? Just like that. And we're just going to pass it out, give it away. We don't want anything, but we want to have people to understand how important that you vote. You vote, you have a voice. You have a voice, you have a right. So I encourage everyone, I think I'm going to post them before the Harriet Tubman movie came out. Go see the movie, so go support it. And so it began right there. And as you say that we have to go vote. Go vote. You know.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, Judge Green, this is your new home. We tell everybody anytime you need promotion, we're off Facebook and social media friends. Feel free to share. I do have support staff. Once they get notification, they know to share on their pages and elsewhere. And any special event, time to vote. This is your new home. You got our support. You have our support.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me. It was a pleasure being on your show.
Yes.
And it was nice meeting you, Judge Green.
All right, now you too.
And keep up the good work.
Thank you. I will. Yes. I'll be talking to you guys soon then.
All right. Keep up the good work and stay in touch. I'll do the same. And like I said, anything you need for getting the word out, sharing, promoting, or marketing.
I'll let you know. I sure will. I will definitely do that.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Thank you. Go Cowboys. I know you're a Cowboy fan, so that's why I asked you to call.
I have a love-hate relationship with them, but I do love them. Yes, I do.
Yes, I love them too. That's why I asked if you want to, you can call in early, So.
Okay. Well, you enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, Buddha man.
Bye-bye.
All right. Buddha man, you enjoyed that?
It was beautiful.
Great.
I got a couple, man, I want to say right quick. We was talking about the kids and the children. So one thing I found out also, how come our kids get in gangs and do all that, I didn't know until I found out.
Mm-hmm.
It's called LOVE. And all you parents who listen to this radio show or who come listen to this radio show, it don't hurt to tell your kids that I love you. Hug them. Put your arm around them and hug them and say, I love you, son. I love you, daughter. So what I found out, that they wasn't getting no love at the house. So I talked to them. They say their gang members became their family.
Wow.
So I'm saying, how could a gang become your family? They say that gang show love. My friend told me, he say, when we ate, if it wasn't but one pizza, he was the leader of the gang, and he say they shared that one pizza with everybody in the gang.
That's it.
Now his gang got so big it ended up to getting to 350 members. And he said when they bought whatever they bought, tater chip, soda water, whatever, they shared it with the whole family. He said, I made sure the whole family got a share of the food, the clothes, or whatever. And I say, you kidding me, man? He said, no, because they wasn't getting no love at the house.
Well, I want you to hold that thought, and we got to take a quick music break. And we'll come back. We're going to finish that on right along with the update news on You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show. Don't you guys go away too far. You heard me?
Gotcha.
What up? What up? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Let's say what? Say what? Me and my people keep rolling. You know you ain't doing me. Let's stay up summer. All comes out in the holiday. It's the parking party. Hope that you walk this way. With you and your girls on the ride. Play all day, up on the line. Say what, say what, say what. You know that I like it, baby. I heard what's up, and you know what I need. Say what, say what, say what. You know that I'm about it, baby. Girl, you know what's up. You know what's up. And I'm on you. Tell me what's up. Leave my fire and I'm so about you in the morning. The time to turn this on. Because in the phone coming on. Girl, you got it wide open. Waiting all day and I'm hoping. So give it all from. You know what I want. You know that I like you, baby. Girl, you know what's up, and you know what I need. Say what, you know that I'm out it, baby. Girl, you know what's up. Oh, baby, yeah. You know what's up, and so baby, tell me what's up. Can we ascend to higher heights and when the path gets rough, we can get into brighter nights, breathe with peace. Found my lease, we sold to reach my soul to keep the passion deep and filled with heat. Living the cycle from the hustle, I barely get enough time. You know me from the platinum, how I stack 'em and shine. You see a lot of contenders, they try to end up in my world. A reputation known as the untouchable girl. I'm moving on and now I'm trying to make a change in my ways. Be the best that I can be to last me all of my days. Now we can face pathways or just take our time. Better holler if you hear me, cause left eye gon' shine. My eyes don't lie, see how they glisten when you pass me by. You and I don't need permission to be unified. Surely I've seen and heard of many places. Then I traveled around the world, see many faces. Don't let another one get near me if you wanna be true. And show me that nobody else can do it better than you. So if you're serious, I'm curious to see what you got. My love is furious cause I believe in blowing up spots. Yeah, light, let's die. Now Jones, now it's going down.
All right, it's the boy, comedian Edwin-Douglas, and we are on You Heard Me First radio talk show, right along with my co-host, the one and only, the Boudin Man, of course, DJ sidekick, Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, why are you so quiet, man? Uncle Ben, you say she was the judge. That means I need to be quiet and stay in my lane. Uncle Ben.
Hey, Uncle Ben, you got it right, brother. You got it right.
You got scared. You thought we was in court. We on at work. You see how sweet her heart is. Uncle Ben, she say 25 and under. I'm a grown man, so I can't be messing up or say anything wrong. Uncle Ben. You got that right, Uncle Ben. You got that right because you got in trouble lying in court in the first place, and you just got off probation about a year ago. So you did the right thing, my buddy. Well, before we do, You Heard Me First update news. Before we went on the break, you guys would listen to the Honorable Judge Lisa Green, and she educated us about her Green Yard program, and I gave her my word that You Heard Me First radio talk show will support her program, myself, Boudin Man, and we will try to get everyone to follow us and join us to make a difference, to save the kids' lives and give them a second chance to go in the right direction. But Boudin Man, as you were saying how important it is, you sharing a story with us. Go ahead and finish before we do the update news.
Oh, well, only thing is I just want the mamas and the dad out there to spend a little more time with the children, because you'll be surprised. I know up to see mothers and dad who had money and they was buying the kids material things, new bicycles, new games, and all kind of stuff. But that kid wanted their love. They thought that the kid wanted material things. No, it's all about the love. Wow. You can buy the kid all kind of stuff, but he don't see that love. He gonna go find it somewhere else.
That's
in
it.
The streets, and you don't want him to go to the streets. Or her go to the streets.
You just said a mouthful. Well, can I get the drum roll, please, on before we go to our next segment. All right. Here we have on You Heard Me First update news. Well, guys, Black Friday. For those who do not know what Black Friday is, hell, I don't know where it came from, who came up with it, but they call it Black Friday the day after Thanksgiving. I just need to know, Boudin, man, who in the hell came up with that, but a lot of people seem to enjoy Thanksgiving Day and watch the Cowboys game, eat their turkey, go to the movies, and get in that long line late hours, early in the morning to bust in the door and go shopping. Have you ever stayed in line before, Buddha, or do you do Black Friday?
No way.
Well, I don't either. And what I want to say is this past Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday shoppers spent a record of $7.4 billion online. The second best sale day ever here in America. Wow. Crazy, isn't it?
I am going to round it off. Just go on and say 8 billion. Just go on and say 8 billion.
Man, I was asleep. I ate the first time, second time, woke up, and didn't think twice about going shopping nowhere. It's that simple. Well,
same thing here.
Other news on You Heard Me First update news. Check this out, guys. There's a total of 5,000 Walmart average $153,000 a day per store. That's $1 million a week per store. That's $280 billion a year per store.
Wow.
Walmart blowing up, man. I mean, been blowing up, but come and think of it, man, everybody walk inside Walmart. Target is okay. It's not popular like it used to be. And if I'm not mistaken, there's no more Kmart. So now you got Walmart stores and the neighborhood Walmart or Walmart neighborhood store. I mean, before you know it, man, and I crack a joke on my comedy that Walmart is really operated by Wall Street. If you think about it, you might as well go and call it Wall Street, man. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Got some more news. A 29-year-old YouTube millionaire. He's a YouTuber. 29 years old. He was a realtor, and now he didn't turn his product as a realtor to teach quick videos. He makes videos on how to make money selling houses. But here's the deal: he averaged $220,000 a month educating on his videos on YouTube.
Wow.
$220,000. I'm going to look this kid up. Well, he ain't no kid, grown man, but I'm going to look him up, man, because I need to give him another little part-time job.
I feel you on that.
$220,000 a month, man. Do you know what I can do with that?
And he's just sitting at the house on his computer or his cell phone.
Well, he's doing more than just sitting at the house, but you know, anything you do, you gotta put your foot to work. You got to, make things happen. But I'm sure there's many other people make that kind of money. But we're just talking about $220,000. He's averaging $220,000 a month just off his YouTube video.
Right.
Not including how many houses that he sell or how many houses that he have where he collecting rent, and other things that he's doing with the properties. Okay, and he said a bad month would be 160,000.
That's a bad month.
That's a bad month for him. 160,000. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what a bad month for me when I don't get a dime.
There you go.
He's gonna call 160,000 a bad 160,000 a bad month. Wow.
Like they say, it must be lovely. It must be lovely.
We're talking about an additional 60,000. He lost $60,000. Now he mad. How the hell you gonna get mad off of YouTube? Making money on people you ain't never met in your life. You just can't
all
walk
over
up
the world.
all over the world. You just can't say, "Hey, where's my money?" You can't do that. And you averaging $220,000 a month.
Wow.
And you call that a bad month, losing $60,000?
Wow.
Ooh, my goodness. Well, I got one more. And I'm sure this really gonna make everyone upset. Y'all remember the death of Trayvon Martin? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
They shot him in his back.
Uncle Ben. Yeah, what about him? The gentleman, George Zimmerman, is suing Trayvon's parents $100 million.
What?
Stop right there. Now,
tap the brakes.
How? I would have been 8 years since the kid been dead.
Yeah, been a
while. How you gonna come back? How you gonna come back after all the opportunities your behind has been in jail, out of jail? Then you got in trouble some more. Something I think in Florida, to Dallas. He came to Texas acting a fool and got in trouble again. I guess beating up his wife or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He was beating up his wife or something like that, or jump on her. Then you out again, and now you're gonna come back and you want to sue the parents $100 million.
That's ridiculous.
Ooh, you and Donald Trump must be good friends. Got to be, because he's talking out the side of your neck. And I ain't gonna call you out your name, but what I am gonna say, you something wrong. You must be bipolar. That's what I'm gonna say. You must be bipolar. Gotta be, man.
Gotta be.
Come back years later after a parent and lost their child in the ground. You lucky that you was not put in front of the judge to have you locked up for life.
He's lucky he's still alive.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that, but okay, you can say that. But at the same time, my question is, how you gonna come up with that? And I'm gonna leave that right there. And I'm sure it's gonna go on and on once if he keeps trying. But right now, the media is focused on to see if President Donald Trump gonna get impeached. And if he does, then you need to go right behind him, because you don't need to say nothing else. It's that simple. It's that simple. Well, we got one more. And before we go, what you got coming up, Boudin, man?
Well, one thing I want to say this, because these shopping times, I'm not being racist or nothing, but a lot of black people ready to spend a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us haven't even finished paying for the Christmas from last year. They're still in debt.
Okay.
So here where I'm going.
So what you do? So what you saying? You gonna be Santa Claus? That's what you got coming up. I asked you to tell everybody. We only got 5 minutes, but I'm asking you to tell everybody what you got coming up. So the long story is that you are going to be Santa Claus, Buddha and Man, the Santa Man. So that's what you're saying? So you're going to go down the chimney, or you're going to do like they do in the hood, come to the back door, and then cook and Buddha in like you got something on the grill. Is that what you're going to do?
Well, now, what we got on the grill, we're going to go and take care of what we got on the grill. What we got on the grill is clean comedy coming out and all kind of different new ideas for 2020. And we got new gospel rap coming out and et cetera, and teaching people how to become entrepreneurs and parents. Y'all need to learn how to use that computer because that's where we're going in the future.
All right. Well, your boy, comedian Edwin-Douglas has kicking off a new project. It ain't just gospel. It ain't just the club thing. It's for both. It's for everybody. ERRBODY, for everybody. That's right. Behind my own mic tour, kicking off this Saturday. And when I kick it off, I'll give you more detail. Y'all will see pictures, and I'm just going to do what I've always been doing. And you, my friend, Uncle Ben, what you got coming up? Uncle Ben, I'm just going to party for New Year's Eve and get my groove on. Uncle Ben, and that's it. Well,
I hear you, Uncle Ben.
All right. I hear you on that, too. And guys, don't forget, man, to tune in every Sunday for a new episode right here on You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show. You can log on Spotify. You can log on Spreaker. You can log on YouTube. You can log on iheart-radio. That's right. And when I say log on, you can log on anytime. Why? Because we always on demand. And like my co-host said, we got a lot of things coming for you on the year 2020. That's right. We're going to be doing some things, man, and I want everybody to understand that this is your home also. I know you guys hear us telling our guests for promoting and supporting. And one more thing, calling all authors. Yes, You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show will have a book club. That's right. We'll have a book club, and we will promote your book right along with your story and your testimony. That's right. So until next time, I want everybody to keep in mind, this is your new home. You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show. And don't y'all forget now, and tune in every Sunday for a new episode right here on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and that's what we do. Until next time, I'm your host, comedian Edwin-Douglas. Peace, and may God bless you.
Now I ain't talking shit to talk what you heard about me. If it ain't about God, then it ain't about me. I was made by the king, just a king. I know the haters only hate what they can't. Now go ahead and put your lies on the block to block. He holding me up high to sit on top of. Although my enemies surround me, shooting my sides. I'm a slide, how they think they can do my side. Look here, you mad about this, and I'm distraction surfing. I'm telling cool savage just to get to my first. And when you really think about it, it's just you that you hurt. Trying to knock me down and throw my name in the dust. He said I had to be first, and the first will be first. I stand where I stand with my heart in the flesh. I am who I am, doing only what I can. Where I'm weak, he's stronger than any mortal man. Yeah, that's the one that I'm away on. The one that gave me life. So my skin wanted to sing up. The one that opened doors. That kept my legs closed. He keep me on my toes, so I go wherever he goes. Yeah, now ain't no hiding the righteous. No, and I don't care if you don't like me. So I can't tell you what's God didn't come to make friends, so don't waste my time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You heard me?
It's been another great episode on You Heard Me First Radio Talk Show. Until next time, peace and may God bless you.